this morning at this little roadside ditch where I've been catching a few fish out here, but anyway, I've been catching a few bass out of here, some pretty good sized ones, as a matter of fact. But the weather's changed, it's overcast, it's raining a little bit, and it's getting a little bit different conditions, so we're going to see what we can do. Today I'm just going to try to fish with some night crawlers and floaters and see if what I get. I got one pole set up for brim and one set up for bass, and we're going to see what we catch. So, all right, y'all just hang on. We're fishing to go. We just slide that baby right up on that hook, make it look real yummy for them. If I was a fish, I'd want to eat it. Wouldn't you? There you go, right there. That baby up. There we go. We got a one. Don't know what we got, but we'll see. Oh, he got off. He got off. So that tells me that was a little brim, and he didn't have that hook all the way in. So we're going to try some more here. I got 3 boxes of worms, so I can feed them a little bit. It won't hurt too. Bass can get hooked on a little hook too, as well. All right. Here we go. Got this baited back up. Toss it back out there and see what we get. There we go, right there. Get up there close to that bank. Let me check this other one. He was getting a bite there a minute ago. They didn't get it all. They didn't get it all. But I had a little bit of moss on that, so it tells me I'm getting maybe just a little too deep with this one. Getting down in that moss too much. I ain't seeing it as well. I may be able to sniff it out of there though. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this down a little lighter. It don't hurt it to be just barely under the water there. They in here. They are in here. I'm gonna toss this right out here to my left again. Right up under here. Right there. See what happens. There's some big bass in here. There's some big bass. I've missed some 6 or 8 pounders out of here. I've caught some 3 pounders a time or two. Problem is the moss. What they do, they water from the rice fields. Water from the rice fields pour into here, and it stirs up the moss, and it floats down and gets trapped up in here, and then it eventually clears on out. Got the bait off of that one. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to change this hook to a smaller hook. I'm going to put a smaller hook on this one. That one. I got me one now, buddy. Here we go. First little brim of the day right there. Let me get up out of my chair. Got my poles crisscrossed here. There was a big bass right there by the bank, just took off. But there's a little brim. Right there. I don't know if y'all can see him. He ain't real big, but he's okay. We'll turn him loose here, the old little fella. I'm glad you came along. Make us a little bit of a fun day. Alrighty, there's that little fella right there, and we're gonna toss him right back out there where he came from. Just toss him right back out there. There he goes. There she goes. Alright, now then. Get this and put it back out there. Still got worm on it. See, that's what happens. I used a half of a worm, and still got worm left. So I've got this other rig set up with I've got this one set up with a frog right here. Got the frog on there. So I'm gonna sit here and cast that frog down through there while I'm waiting on them to get them finished. Cars going by on the road, don't slow down a bit. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh. Well, that was something first cast with that frog, and I missed it. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. I didn't let him take it long enough. You gotta let him go with it for about 5 or 10 seconds. And then you'll give them time to get hooked on them. Sometimes they just grab them by the back legs. You got to wait. Alright, got it. Yeah. Oh, still got it away from it. Okay, I know what I gotta do. I've got to bend my hooks. I gotta bend my hooks up just a little bit. Because when you get these frogs out of the package, these hooks are right down next to that rubber, and it's hard for them to grab a hold of it sometimes. So what you want to do is try to bend it. If I can get a hold of it here. And bend that hook up just a little bit, and it ain't as weedless, but that'll help get them in there. Alright, now then. Got one of them up, and he get this other one up just a little bit more. There we go. Now we're gonna get him this time. There we go. That looks like a good spot. Just kind of bounce him along there slowly. There we go. Right in here's where he comes out and grabs it. Let's see if he gets it this time. Probably got him spooked up now. Going over here on this side. Back out here. Ain't hitting yet. I'm gonna give him time to come back to where he was at. If he comes back, that's probably what'll happen. That bass hit that frog twice. Right there's where he hit it, and that was gone. I got one on this one. Oh, he's getting over that line. Get back over here. He's a fighting little rascal. Come on, there you go. Oh, well, that's a pretty little one right there. Little bluegill. Get this grass out of your face. Get this grass out. You see that blue on the gill right there? This is a male bluegill. But he swallowed that hook pretty good. Well, They've been good at grabbing that hook too far. There we go. And there you go. There he is. Toss him right back in there. Let him go back and do it again. I'll toss this baby right back out, and I'm getting a bite on the other one out there while I'm trying to mess with this one here. Well, I tell you, they keep you jumping, don't they? When they start doing stuff. Alright. So I got him back out there. There. He's fixing to find out how much Mr. Bass likes this Mr. Frog. I'm getting a bite on that one over there too, so I gotta kind of keep an eye on it. Mr. Frog, I'm just going to do a slow retrieve and see what happens instead of bouncing in. He's getting it. There we go. Now we got it. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good little fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look there. That is a pretty one right there. That's a pretty little bluegill. Look at that blue on that gill right there. See that? Man, he is pretty. He is a pretty one. And it's pretty long. He's longer than my hand. Look at that. That's a nice sized brim. That's good eating size right there, but I won't turn him back. Let somebody else catch him. If I can get that hook out there. They like to swallow them pretty good sometimes. There's some good brim in here. There he is. There it is. Alright, buddy. Say hello to the camera. Go back. There you go. That was a pretty little brim. That was a pretty one. Pretty little bluegill. But my hook broke. Broke my hook in two whenever I got it out of there, so I'm gonna have to put another hook on. Let me shut this thing off for a minute and I'll be back in a second. There we go. Got another one. Another good swimmer too. Yes, sir. Oh, pretty. Look at that baby right there. Look how pretty these are. I mean, they are really pretty. Get the grass on him. Look at that baby. Look at the colors on that thing. That is a really pretty fish. And he didn't swallow it, so He's not hurt a bit. We get that hook out of there. Get that hook out of his mouth. Say kissy kissy to the camera and back out in the water you go. Alright, there he goes. They are really fun to catch. They put up a little bit of a fight. They do. I've got a chest harness camera holder coming in. It should be here Monday, and then I'll have it on my chest, and I can film a whole lot better. See what I'm doing a little bit better. Right now, it's kind of hit or miss whether if I'm even getting the stuff on there or not, or if it's even going, because I can't hardly see it, the screen for the light. But we're gonna try to catch another one here. Back out there. I done got another one. That's a little female right there. That's a little female. Little female bluegill. We catching these bluegill. See right there, blue on it. That's your pretty little female bluegill. Alright. There she is. Right there, get the grass off her. There you go. Alright. She's pretty. She is pretty colors. Look at that. Alright, back in there, baby girl. There you go. And we'll get right back out there and get at it again. How many does that make? 3? That's just 4, maybe 5. I don't know. We'll get right back out there in it. And we'll go at it again. There we go. Oops. There we go. There was another one. Look at this in here. Yeah, this one here's putting up a 5. Here's 5. Goodness, man, those are pretty. Those are really pretty fish. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Goodness, big. Could be some good eating right there if anybody wanted to eat them, but I'm going to turn it back. Like I said, I don't know whether to trust us water this time of year. Look at that. Oop. Come back here. You need to calm down a little bit. Anyway, going back out there in the water. Look at that. Pretty fat. Look at that. Pretty fish. The Lord is good to us when we serve Him, you know. When we serve the Lord, He blesses us right back. And we had our church service this morning at home. I always do a service for my ministry is Cross Your Heart Ministries, and we do ours from home usually. And I don't attend church hardly anymore because it's hard to find one that they don't get caught up in the traditions of men and all this stuff and forget about what God has to say about things. And I'm pretty strict when it comes to religion, so, or not necessarily religion, I call Christianity reality. But anyway, the Lord is good to us, and He blesses us when we bless Him. And if y'all have a chance, check out Cross Your Heart Ministries on YouTube. I have this morning's uploaded on there already, so y'all can check that out when you get a chance. The way I've been doing these, I've been casting out there and then just reeling, kind of like if it was a lure. And they seem to want to grab it when I do that. Maybe not this time. I'm not in the same spot. Let me get back out there where them big babies are. They're out there in the middle. They're right in the middle. Why? Who knows? That's where they are. Right out there in the middle. Here we go. Reel it in a bit. Thing about it, when they hit it when you're reeling, that way they're pulling against it and they get hooked a little quicker. Let it sit there for just a little bit. I might loosen that drag off a little bit too and let them have some fun with it. For me. There we go. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Go ahead and get it there, little fella. Don't get too close to the bank with it. I almost hit the camera with it. Alright, here we go. Get back out there. Whoops. Over to the side a little bit. Wind caught that one. There could be a fish anywhere. And there's where that bass hit my frog earlier. Well, I knew there was bass in here. I was fishing in here the other day, catching brim like this the first time I came here. And I was just driving, seen this little ditch. I thought, well, it's clear water, pretty. I bet there's fish in there. So I started brim fishing, and a big bass come up and grabbed my floater. He grabbed my floater and carried it up here to the bank and spit it out at me. So I guess he thought, well, here, take your floater and get out of here. But I didn't. I put on a rubber worm and I caught 2 3-pounders right off the bat. About a pound, one that weighed about a pound, and then I had a bunch, about 5 or 6 that broke my 14-pound test line. So there's some big bass in here. Oh, here we go, another good brim. Oh, don't you get up in there. Don't you get up in there. He tried to get up in that brush. Look at that pretty fish. Doggone, those are some pretty fish in here. Who would think that there'd be that many brim in just a little roadside ditch that most people probably wouldn't even stop and fish? And look at that right there, what you missed by not fishing ditches. You need to fish farm ditches. Look at that. If you want to have some fun. That was fun right there. I loosened that drag off a little bit and he had some to run with. He could run. And he tried to run up under that brush right there, that bush. But look at that. Look at that, how pretty. Alrighty, we're gonna let you go. Say goodbye to the camera. Say goodbye. Look how pretty. Beautiful fish. Yeah, he took a dive in the water. Alright, I'm gonna have to put another worm on. Man, this is turning out to be a fun day right here. Turning out to be fun. So I'm gonna pause this and save some memory spots, and then I'll put all this together later. Alright, so here we go again. Cast right out there at the middle and catch us another one of them big brim. Look at that. Actually, I didn't get in the middle. I got a little bit over that bank again. There's that gar. See that gar there by my floater? I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't see my lens on my screen on my phone to tell what's going on there. But I hope y'all can see that big old gar in there. There we go, that's in the middle. Almost dead center. And I reel it back this way a little bit, and usually right about here is where they start hitting it. Right in there. wild with it there too. He just come and grabbed it and took off with it. Come on, pull it under. Pull it under. Ah, come on, big boy. There you go. Whoops. Back up there. Alright, right there. Sit there for just a bit. Oh, here we go. Got him. I was just fixing to set my pole down for a minute and get me a drink of Dr. Pepper. He ain't quite as big as them other ones, but man, he sure is pretty. Sure is pretty, bluegill. Sure is pretty. Take off, buddy. Still got my worm, too. Let's tangle things up here a little bit, though. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see? I hope that got on camera. That was a bass shot plumb out of the water down there. I mean, he jumped out of the water 2 foot. And I held him up under the bridge, too. I may have to go to a rubber worm, catch me some bass. Oh, look right there. Look at that. All right, we're going to get there. They're hitting top water. They're hitting top water. Said you can't tell what they're going to do next. I'm trying to get my It keeps changing. They keep changing on me. Hung up right here in front of the camera. That's real good. Camera around a little bit. Move right up here. Just move right over that way. It's right over there in that ditch. I hope I'm on it. I had him for a second. We'll get him. We'll get him. We will get him. That frog, if they just hit it there, just get them on it. hit top water over 2 or 3 times, hitting them minnows. I cast over and he hit it, but it didn't take it. Fun. You know, he might have took off over here on this other bank. This ain't a very wide ditch. It's just back and forth. It's just, they're all over. Oh, goodness. Oh, he come right back and got it. Look at that baby. I missed him and he come right back and grabbed it again, and that time he got caught. You're kind of skinny though. You're a little skinny fella. You're just a little teenager, ain't you? A little skinny 13-year-old, huh? He's pretty though. He is pretty. Look at that. Pretty color. There he goes.